Hey everyone, it's Sean here, your guide to Warcraft, and today I'm doing a guide, quite a longer guide actually, on how to tame Fenryr, the boss from the Halls of Valor, as a hunter, so you can have Fenryr as your very own pet. Quite cool because Fenryr has quite a unique model. So the first thing you want to do is enter the Halls of Valor on Mythic. Yep, Mythic, and this is going to be a solo strat. If you do this with another player in your party, you cannot tame Fenryr. This is designed to be a solo challenge for hunters, and I actually think it's quite interesting. So what I did there is just ran past all the trash, feigned death to reset them. At this point you can now just fight Heimdall using that trash skip. Now Heimdall I find is a lot easier than Fenryr is going to be, so if you're struggling with Heimdall, you're in for a bit of a challenge with Fenryr. So to start with, all you're going to be doing really with Heimdall is dodging mechanics, as you can see. Dodge that swirling blade, and most importantly the storm drakes. If one of the storm drakes comes down on you with their carpet bomb, that's pretty much game over unless you have Aspect of the Turtle up. So mostly here it is survivability, not damage. This fight really does depend on just staying alive at this point. I know that Heimdall will be slowly doing damage abilities to you, but you do have your Exhilaration and Aspect of the Turtle on cooldown just for those emergencies. Otherwise, just slowly burn him down. It's going to take some time. You know, he has a lot of HP on Mythic, and depending on your item level, it could either be quite quick or quite slow, but you just have to be very evasive and very careful of the storm drakes, but otherwise Heimdall shouldn't be too much of a problem for you. Now for the next stage, there's going to be a lot of trash between you and Fenryr, so what you want to do is switch your specialization to survival. I just use a quick Aspect of the Cheetah there, and then pop camouflage. That is the one ability you need. As you can see, you can just very quickly stealth past all of the trash between you and the portal on the other side of this hallway to get to Fenryr. So very quick, very useful trash skip. Don't worry about your 60 seconds running out. It's more than enough time that you need to get from Heimdall to this portal to get to Fenryr. So at this point, you're going to be entering, well, you'll get very familiar with this place, because what you're going to want to do now for my strat to work, you don't have to follow my strat, this is just what I used and what I wanted to present in the video. You want to clear all the trash. All the trash. You want to clear all the trash in this whole location so that it is just you and Fenryr, and then once you've cleared all that trash, you can engage Fenryr in phase 1 of the boss fight. Phase 1, very easy. I'm not going to talk you through any strats here, just burn him down. Avoid attacks, because phase 2 he gets a couple more mechanics, and that's going to get a lot harder, which is where the real guide comes into play. Just for phase 1, you just want to burn him down, make sure you're alive, and then you don't want to do what I did there. You don't want to disengage off of a bridge, but get back all the way back out, and then you can just take out Fenryr into phase 2 of the fight. This is the point where he will run away, lick his wounds, and this will give you time to prep, and I will talk you through my preparation, what you need, and my guide for actually getting Fenryr down. So just to walk you through it, I am an item level 911 hunter at the time of recording this video, using the Apex Predator's Claw, the legendary ring there, which just gets your pet some more abilities from all the specializations, and I'm using Pride as, because that extra shield for 25% of your HP every 30 seconds is a real help. So now I'm just going to walk you through some talents. So I'm using the Dire Stable talent. I find that the other two is irrelevant. Big Game Hunter's irrelevant because he's below 80%. Also use Dire Frenzy for attack speed. Post Haste, very important talent. You need that run speed. I'm also using Blink Strikes. Binding Shot, that's going to be very helpful for you. Murder of Crows is a must-have, and Aspect of the Beast is again a must-have talent. And your pet, I'm using a Corehound pet with a personal bloodlust, and I'm using it in the tank spec there. So that's a quick rundown of the talents and what I'm using. You also want to make sure that you have your food buff, mastery food. The Nightborn Delicacy is a good one. You want to make sure you have your rune, your flask, and obviously pop Bloodlust when you pull, have a Potion of Prolonged Power, and just pop all your main cooldowns, Aspect to the wild, just everything to burn him down as quickly as possible. Now, it's very important to always keep men pet up and always stay as far away from Fenryr as possible, but just enough so that you're in range to cast men pet and to get some hits on him. Now, during the fight, he's going to cast a Howl. This is going to summon 3 wolves, which are going to follow you and attack you. It's very hard for your pet to gain aggro without stacking them all on top of each other. Other strats I found focus down the ads, or other strats stick very tightly together so that your pet can aggro the wolves and you can sort of basically AoE them down or focus the ads down. In my strat, we're not going to be killing any of the ads. It's going to be a longer fight, but one that I think works. Now, this is the reason that I cleared out all of the trash from this zone. You can see as these wolves get bigger, they get a lot more dangerous and they come at you a bit quicker as well. So you want to just basically be using your aspect of the cheetah on cooldown. You want to be using post haste from your disengage. And this is going to be one massive kiting fight. You want to be using traps, you want to be using binding shot to keep these wolves at bay. But I wouldn't waste time actually killing any of them. You just want to keep your nice distance away from them. Scent of blood actually works out very handy for you because you can just keep running away at higher speed. Basically, you're just going to be letting Murder of Crows and your pet do most of the damage. Obviously, you get your burst off at the start, but now it is just for the sake of running away and surviving. Bit of a close call there. Fenryr got to get a few hits off on me, so just use Feigned Death, or as me as I'm a Night Elf, I have Shadow Meld. So I have a bit of an advantage there just to get Fenrir's attention off of me. Make sure to use a Misdirection, and again, keep Men Pet up as a priority. But as the wolves you're going to get more wolves, they're going to get more buffs. Your pet's going to die a lot quicker. But as long as you keep your distance, you activate Revive Pet whenever your pet dies. And you just keep your pet going back and forth. Keep using Murder of Crows. And just keep kiting. You can see all those wolves chasing me. And I'm just going around the map in one massive circle. It is actually more beneficial to have all of the wolves chasing you. Because if they're focusing on you and you're kiting them, they're not focusing on your pet. Which means your pet can survive a bit longer than 2 seconds like it would if all of the wolves were attacking it. Make sure to use Feigned Death strategically, and again, Scent of Blood, when that goes on you, you get so much run speed, and you do have some emergency cooldowns like their Aspect of the Turtle, that also heals you up, which is nice, so you get a bit of a heal there. Make sure to use Acceleration whenever you can on that, if you're getting too low. I also brought some Astral Healing Potions with me from Argus. They're pretty helpful. They grant a lot of HP compared to the average ones from the start of the expansion, so they're a nice one to bring. And just keep Fenryr down. Fenryr will be going back and forth between you and your pet, and then like here, whenever your pet dies, use Scent of Blood, use Disengage, get as far away as possible, and then use that extra space that you get to just cast Revive Pet, cast Men Pet, and just keep up the kiting, keep up the damage. Like I said, it's a slow burn, it's going to be a long encounter, but if you can kite and pull it off right, you can kill Fenryr without killing a single ad, and hopefully you can make that. That's my strat. Might not work for everyone, but it worked for me, and I really wanted to share that. It's also worth mentioning that I did this the week before, and I killed Heimdall, struggled with Fenryr, came back the next day. When I beat Fenryr, this version of Fenryr here, this is the tameable one, didn't spawn. So you want to make sure that you do this all in one run. You do not want to leave the dungeon, you do not want to let it soft reset. So most important thing is get very prepared coming into it, and if you struggle and come back another day, it will not work and will possibly bug. I did confirm that with a GM, I did put in a ticket just to make sure. So you want to make sure, at least for now until they fix it, you want to make sure that you are doing this all in one run, or you're going to be wasting a lockout and you'll have to try again next week. But I just used the one as the week before as like a practice run. But yeah, that is how to tame Fenryr as your very own pet in the Halls of Valor. I can see this being a lot easier as time goes on. People get more powerful. Next expansion, people can come back and kill it very easily. But for now, at least, it is a bit challenging. But that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe for some more Warcraft guides and videos. All my links are in the description down below, and I'll see you next time.